It feels so good to like be back on the camera. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Riah. So today I am trying to get my room in order because I'm moving out. So I guess this is like kind of sort of life update part 2 / vlog sort of. Me and my ex are no longer together. I'm moving to Texas with my mom, and that's pretty much the new update. Yeah. I can't really get into the relationship because, as y'all all know, we're both public people. Like, we both have public social media pages and stuff, so yeah. But I'm fine, I'm happy, I'm good, whatever. I'm gonna be moving, like I said, and you guys are gonna have a lot of story times coming up because I'm ready to talk about experiences that I've had in the past anyway. And yeah, so my channel is gonna start really seeing progress. I have a lot more time for myself now, so that would be good. But right now I'm just really trying to get the room in order because my ex didn't take all of his stuff and I have to now be responsible for it, and it's just kind of frustrating because I don't have space for my own stuff, let alone his stuff, and now I have to figure out his stuff and my stuff, and it's not fair. But I'm not really trying to fight, so. But I'm really, yeah, like that part is really frustrating right now because I'm just trying to get everything packed and be ready to go. But when you have to pack your own stuff and someone else's stuff because they've decided that it's your responsibility, like, there's not much I can do. Frustrating. And like the other thing too that I'm kind of getting like really upset about, not really upset, but just mildly upset about, is just like I have stuff that I wanted to keep for the holidays and stuff that I'm probably gonna have to get rid of because I'm moving to Texas with my car. So I just have like a 5-seater regular car, so I don't have that much space to bring stuff, so I'm gonna have to leave a lot of stuff behind that I didn't plan to leave behind. So I'm mainly just gonna be taking like my clothes and shoes because everything else isn't gonna fit. Hey guys, so it's the next day now and I'm just having a hard time, honestly, because I'm like, it was just like my whole experience that I just concluded. It was just like bad decision and bad advice just going left and right, and it's just hard to get back on my feet from everything. But yeah, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Hey y'all, so it's the next day and I'm at work now. I'm in the car just watching a video on my break, but I have so many story times to tell at this point that I've been holding out on because I don't really know why I've been holding out on them. Well, one, I was trying to let some time pass between the situations really happening and me telling them, and then also when I had gotten to the relationship that I was just in, I was starting to tell my story times. Right before that, I had started telling my stories a little bit more, and there was like some story times I wanted to tell, but once the relationship got started, I was just kind of like, can he handle hearing these stories? Because there were certain things that were happening in the relationship where I was like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to hear about me being with other guys or anything without it being like actively a problem of some sort in the relationship, or being used like against me in the relationship. So I just didn't want to tell my stories. But now I want to tell my stories because I just feel like in any relationship, my past shouldn't be used against me. So whoever I end up meeting in the future, if I meet anyone, or if I'm meant to be single for the rest of my life, I really don't mind at this point. Like, ask me 2 years ago if I would have minded, and I probably would have said yes. Ask me now, I really couldn't care any less than I already do. Like, that would be fine with me. I have imagined my life so many different ways at this point. I think I could really pick any story that I've imagined. I could select any one of those and be happy. So yeah, but anyway, moral of the story is I need to start telling my stories, and I'm gonna start getting them collected so that when I get to Texas, I could just start pumping out my stories. Because there's quite a few. Like, the one that I'm thinking about telling, I really have to sit down and just like take notes, because I need to remember everything. Like, I want to make sure I have all the receipts. I want to make sure I have as much juicy information as possible. So yeah, y'all just stay tuned for that, period. Guys, I've been cracking up on my way home for like 15 minutes. I don't know why I tried to make it like it's this long fucking thing, but I've been cracking up because I've been living so much life. So much shit has happened, like from 18 to 24. I was talking to my best friend yesterday, and I was like, honestly, like, stuff has happened. She was just like, basically like, girl, you just need to sit your ass down. And I was like, bitch, I do need to sit my ass down. And she was just like, you've been through so much, da da da. I was like, yeah, I built character. She was like, we could have built character in other ways. And I'm just like, it's fucking true. Like, so much has happened. I've been through so much shit, and I'm about to really start sitting down and recording these fucking story times, because I have so many story times. And I think my problem is, I'm just like, are these detailed enough? Did enough stuff happen? But baby, enough stuff happened. Enough stuff happened. It just really comes down to what details I will remember to put in the video, because with so much things that have happened, it's easy to be like forgetting about small things that play a role, or just details that people will be like wanting to know. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But anyway, I gotta start telling these stories because I'm just cracking up, because your girl is wild. Like, I am a wild child. Like, I be watching these stories and the girls be saying, don't judge me, this, that. I'm like, girl, I ain't got no room to judge nobody. Like, I've been living my life, okay? And I'm here for it. Truly. I wouldn't change a thing. I truly wouldn't change a thing, because at the end of the day, we got niggas that are still at home, and there's nothing wrong with that. But my point is, there's folks who have left the house yet, and they ain't lived no life. They're still doing some basic boring ass shit. And for me, I've been having fun. Yes, I done bumped my head a couple times and got a couple bangs and bruises and, you know, heartbreaks and whatever, bodies, whatever you want to call it. But I've been having so much fun while all this stuff is happening, so it's literally fine. It's literally fine. Like, I'm living. I'm still laughing, so I decided to, oh, hold on, my bad. How did this get wrapped like that? Hold on. I decided to pull out my laptop. I'm a clown. I've decided to pull out my laptop, right? And collect the stories, because the stories are in this laptop. Y'all, my messages go all the way back to May 2020. This is the tea.
Camera recording.
This is literally the tea. Who is this? I'm so child, I don't know who. Oh, this is this girl named Cameron. See, I remember Cameron. We was in class together. Anyway, y'all, I'm just looking at my old messages, and I have so many old messages. Yeah, that's the tweet. That's all I had to say. Whew. I haven't said a word. I haven't said anything. No, but there's like hella. Oh, see, I'm like going through these messages and I'm just seeing things that I remember happening, but like I have to read the full details to figure it out. Bro, see I remember this situation. Bro, there was this time. These are my Tinder days. See, this is why I need to go through. I don't want y'all to see people's phone number, but this is why I need to go through these messages, because I remember this situation. My roommates had to get me out of this situation. He did not look like how he looked on them pictures. Why was I out here just living my life? But I've been doing this for the past like 5 to 6 years, and I honestly, I feel like, okay, you know how, this is how I feel about my life. You know how if you give a kid,
camera recording,
like say it was safe to give a child the keys to an empty Walmart, okay? Say you gave keys to Walmart to a child, like the child is like, I don't know, 7 or 5 or something, to where they know what they want to do or whatever, but they probably don't have no business. You get what I'm saying? Once I turned 18, it was like life gave me the key to the Walmart. And when I say I went and opened up everything that I could open and touched everything I could touch and climbed up to the top shelf and grabbed some things down and knocked a whole bunch of shit, like that's basically what my life has been giving from 18 to now. Like, they gave me the keys to the Walmart and said, go for it, have at it. And when I say I done went at it, I've been having so much life experiences, and I'm just like, this has gotta be what life is about. I'm sorry. I don't know about y'all, the folks who've been sitting at home not worried about, you know, experiencing things, or too worried about experiencing things that they don't want to go out into the world. But I'm telling you, I done went out into the world and I done decided this is what life is all about. Obviously I could do this a little bit more, you know, guided in terms of being more heavily involved in my Bible and meditation and all of those things. I definitely could say that those things have to be added and, you know, manipulated to be a little bit heavier. But I think I've been having a fucking blast, and I think it's time to talk about it. So I think what I'm gonna do is, since I went to the bottom of that message and found some receipts already, we're gonna go with that. I wonder if I have the messages from my roommates too. I gotta find the messages from my roommates, y'all, because that whole situation, I mean, I'm not saying that anything, you know, but
camera recording.
I was like, y'all gotta get me out of this. Y'all gotta get me out of this. And they're probably like, girl, you got yourself into it. Get yourself out. But they have my back. They sure did have my back. Yeah. He did not look like them pictures that he had on the damn app. Did this person stand me up? Or no? I feel like this person stood me up because I don't have no other message from. Oh, somebody said they love me and all this stuff. Baby, I don't even know who this is. Okay, anyway. I don't know what this clip just turned into, but I have a pimple right here and it hurts so bad. Do you see this? Like, it's like you can't really see how big it is because I feel like most of it is under my skin, but this shit hurts. Let me stop. All right, it's the next day. That's how I've been opening every vlog, saying it's the next day. Ciao. I just told somebody what I attract is toxic. They said, why do I believe that? Because, have you seen my channel? Have you seen my channel? Anyway, so this bag has my clothes in it for the clothes that I didn't want to pack. Like, I need to have a few outfits available to move in, okay? So I just pulled these out. But what shirt did I pack for this outfit? I don't think I packed it. And this is the only outfit. Well, I'm gonna have to dig up one more outfit because I don't want to wear the jeans on the drive. Hello, focus, bitch. Focus, bitch. Come on. Come on. Don't do this. You guys, I remember, shout out to Cosmopolitan Anonymous. I remember I was watching a video of hers once. This was some years ago. She remembers. I know she remembers. Not me saying she remembers like she watches my channel. Anyway, I was watching Cosmopolitan Anonymous. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's a YouTuber. And she was recording a video, right? And then her camera went out of focus, right? Is that the police in them? I hate when they drive through here because I just be like, why y'all driving through here? Why they driving through here so slow? I'm only doing the most because my tags are not updated. Anyways, so I was watching this video of Cosmopolitan Anonymous and she was making this video and then her camera went out of focus, right? And then her camera never went back into focus. And then she had to go buy a new camera. And that traumatized me. I don't know about her, but it traumatized me for sure. Because I was just like, that could happen. Because I spent money on this camera that I did not have. When I got my camera, I got it on a credit card. And I literally recently closed that credit card. Like, I never caught up. I never caught up. We should have a finance video. I should talk about all of the terrible financial decisions I've made that you should be aware of and you should never make. I'm gonna do a video like that for y'all because I definitely learned the hard way / my back was against the wall, so I really didn't have no choice. Hold on, let me take my bottoms off and put these on. I guess like a little piece of me is just like, damn, should I have called it quits and gone home a long time ago? You know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just like, was I supposed to go home a long time ago? Or like, well, actually, the way I see it, God let me live my life, okay? Like, I don't think that I was supposed to do anything. I think I was supposed to do what I done did. And that's okay. Okay, but anyways, did I even tell you guys why I started the camera? So I just put my little outfit on. And now I'm going to head out because it is 8:04 and my mom should be landing at 9. So I'm gonna go get some Starbucks or something to start my morning off. I was also listening to a sermon from Sarah Jakes. Sarah something Jakes. I know there's something in the middle. Sarah. What's her name? Sarah Jakes Roberts. There we go. Because she kept her dad's last name and then I think she added her husband's last name. But yeah, I think I want to do that because personally, I just feel like my dad is someone I want to represent. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to represent my husband. I'm sure I will. But I want to represent my father because that's who's been representing my ass, okay? No, but like really, like, I just feel like it's such an honor to hand your last name down. I feel like I should keep my father's. I don't know. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like imagine you meet a woman, right? Like, let's say you're 35. No, wait. I need to start dating my age. Let's say you're 28. There we go. And you meet a girl at like 24, right? And you start liking the girl and everything, right? Everything's cool, everything's great. You like this girl so bad that you want her to change her name that she has had for all 24 years of her life. You walked in and said, change that. That's an honor. Like, you should feel like that nigga, period. If you could do that. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like I should keep my last name as long as possible, period. You almost got me. The last one almost got me. The last one almost got me. You guys, I've been thinking about my last relationship, and I really just think that as much as I wanted to preserve the other person's image, I really do feel like my stories need to be told because I felt like my relationship was okay. If you see this, shout out to my ex, I'm so sorry. Honestly, I'm so sorry. But like, I've already told you, you need to get help. I need to get help too. I ain't saying I'm the sharpest tool in the shed. But I'm getting help. Like, I'm literally in therapy. And I'm praying all the time. Like, literally all the time. And, you know, I'm just working on getting my shit together real good. Like, real good. But I think that, like, there was so much in the relationship that happened that I was just kind of like, yo, why am I always being made to seem like I'm doing something that I'm not doing? And it just started to drive me crazy. So like, I had to go. And like, technically speaking, the person broke up with me, but it was like the person, you know, have you ever had somebody break up with you and then like, say you guys live together or you were over their house or something, or like you were in a long car drive or something like that, I don't know, and they break up with you, but then by the end of the trip or by the end of the day or by the end of the night, they just kind of come back to you and it's like, baby, da da da, and you're just like, okay, I guess we're back together. It was giving that, but not like all the time. I'm not gonna say this was all the time. The relationship was only 6 months, but we had broken up. The first time we ever broke up, I think, was May, June-ish. April, May, June. Like, we lived here. We never had broken up before we lived here, I think. And then I had broken up with him one time because I had just felt like it wasn't working out. At that time, I should have listened to my intuition, but I was just feeling so sick after I broke up with him that day. I literally felt like I was gonna throw up. Like, I felt sick. But I don't know why I felt sick. Like, I literally felt physically sick. But this time I had broke up with him because I was really working on myself around this time. And I was like doing affirmations and I was like really trying to change my mental state because I just feel like, which like, I have been trying to change my mental state through so many things, which like in the Bible it literally says like, you can renew your mind with the word and all that stuff. So I should have been renewing my mind that way, but I was really trying to do anything I could do. So I was doing affirmations and all that stuff, and like you know, really just trying to work on myself. And my ex would say stuff like, he had just said like, oh, those affirmations aren't working, and it had really broke me down because I was just really trying, you know. And like, to know that someone sees you putting in a real effort every day behind closed doors that everyone doesn't get to see, and for them to say something so hurtful, I was just like devastated. And then he would just say little stuff like, he was like, now I see why people treat you why they treat you like that. And it's just like, you should never be telling your partner they deserve the way people have treated them if it wasn't positive, because no one deserves to get treated negative way. Like, that's like a cycle. Like, if you treat someone negative, they're probably gonna go treat someone else negative, and then that person's gonna treat someone else negative, and then that person's gonna treat, do you know what I'm saying? So like, for you to say that is warranted in any format is ridiculous, and it's disrespectful, and it's heartless, you know. And I'm not saying I never said mean stuff to him, but I was very cautious of not hitting below the belt. I was very cautious of that because this person had family stuff that they had experienced too, and I never said to them, because he didn't just say, I see why people treat you the way they treat you. He said, I see why your family treats you the way they treat you. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't need to. But I have had some situations with my family that were a little disappointing, and that people who I have told about it have been like, damn, your family, like your blood family did that? And I'm like, yeah, you know. And we all have our shit. Like, don't come from my family, period. My family is amazing. They are very loving. They are very supportive. I feel like everyone has their way of doing things. And of course, I feel like sometimes my family can do things a little bit gentler because I'm such a sensitive crybaby ass bitch. But through everything, it's never confused that there's no love. You get what I'm saying? Like, my family loves. They just be a little bit rough around the edges for me sometimes. But yeah, like, I don't know, it's just like he would just say little stuff like that, and it's just like it's not encouraging. It doesn't feel good, you know. Or like, one time we were in the car and I was listening to my music, and he didn't like the song I was playing, and he was like, can you turn this? And like, the way he said it had pissed me off, because I'm just like, why are you so mad? Like, why do you have such an attitude about what I'm listening to? And so like, we had gotten into this huge argument because I was just like, why do you talk to me like that? Like, what's your problem? And that was the other thing. There was always toxic blowout arguments because I'm a bad bitch. Like, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're just not. And I can take a lot, but like, I'm gonna bite back. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the type where you can just talk to me and then I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna cuss you out. Like, that's just what it is in real life. Like, and I don't mean literally cuss you out by, I don't mean cuss you out by yelling at you. No, I mean real life cuss you the fuck out. Like, nigga, you ain't shit, you got me messed up. Like, I'm gonna cuss you out. So, and that's the thing. Before him, I was never really, like, I've never been in blowout arguments with boyfriends. Even my ex, that was the one that did the domestic violence thing, we never really even got into blowout arguments until after we broke up. And he was just a housemate being disrespectful. So like, case in point, I don't argue with men like that. I really don't. So when I had to defend myself and scream and act like crazy, I was just like, this is not normal. But yeah, I don't know. It was just like a lot of little situations, or like, anytime we had interactions with men, he was always convinced that I wanted male's attention. Like, he would be saying like, you're what's the word he always called me? Oh my god, I can't remember what the word is, but basically a type of woman who wants a lot of men's attention. He was calling me that. He was saying like that I was always trying to get men's attention, and that like, if I followed someone that we met in person through him or like with him that was a guy, it would be a problem. And like, for me, I feel like people in their 20s especially, we don't see social media as like, oh, I followed him and it's so deep, like, I'm gonna message them, or I like them, or I want to see them later. Like, following someone on Instagram is literally just following them. Like, if y'all follow me, I would follow you back, and I never met you in my whole life. Literally, it's not that serious. It's literally just Instagram. So I would follow people all the time, because it's literally, to me, like, I'm like this. Scrolling, 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 click. Oh, I know this person, follow. Scroll back out. Keep scrolling, 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 scrolling. Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. Comment. Girl, you look so good. Da, 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 da. Roll, 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 roll. Oh, shoot. I think I know that person that's tagged. Goes to the page. Oh, I don't know him. I don't know him. Slide out. Okay, cool. Keep scrolling. Da, 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 da. Oh my God, I just met him the other day. Follow. Because it's like, duh, I just met you. Why would I not follow you? Like, that's just the way I think about it. But he was thinking about it as like, oh, you're making me look dumb. You're making yourself accessible. They can get close to you, which means they can get close to me. You make yourself accessible to anybody. Just saying all this stuff. And then, like, anything I told him about my past, it would get used against me. So when I had told him about this girl who I fell out with, what she thought about me, later that day, he literally was like, what did he say? Like, you treat people da 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 da. But it was like something that the girl had said in the message, and I never treated him like that. Like, I wish I had a witness. I really wish I had a witness, but I literally didn't treat him like that. So when he was saying it, I was just looking like, you just repeating what I told you this girl said about me earlier today. You don't even believe that. You're just trying to say something to upset me. But yeah, he had even told me, like, the whole story time about how we met is coming out. That's coming out very soon. And he basically had told me, like, the guy who we met through was talking shit about me, and he was telling me what the guy was saying, and like, the guy was basically calling me a hoe. And when me and my ex had got into an argument because I had deemed the guy who we met through as a friend, because literally that's what the situation was, and we'll get into that. But he was basically like, you're over here calling him your friend, and da 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 da, and like, he was just going off about what the guy was saying about me. But his thing was, he didn't like for me to talk about any guy, any ex, any situation. And I know no one wants to get into your relationship with you and then you just talk about your ex all the damn time. That's not what I mean, though. It would be like relevant conversations or relevant situations, or like if I'm talking about a situation that that person could relate to, my ex could relate to, that he's aware that my ex could relate to, like, where it would be like, you see the correlation, you see why it's being brought up, he would still be like, why are you bringing him up, da 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 da. But he could bring up his baby mama all the time. And like, when he would bring up his baby mama, you know when someone brings somebody up and you're like, damn, you still hurt, huh? It was giving that. So it was like, why can you bring up your baby mama and still be hurt about it, but I can't bring up exes or anything, past situations, circumstances, nothing. Like, it came to the point where, like, when I would drive around Georgia, because I've dated people, they weren't serious relationships, but I've dated people, I've talked to people, whatever. And if we were driving around and I would get excited about something I've been to or I've seen or whatever, I wouldn't say anything, because I just felt like if I was like, oh my God, I've been there, or oh, I went there with one time, or whatever the case was, and then he found out it was with an ex, it would be like, why would you even bring that up? Like, he would literally get mad. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna bring up my past experiences in general. And then, like, things I would have an opinion on, like, if my opinion was opposed to him, he would just be saying, like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I was talking about how I don't like extremist behavior, when it comes to, like, religion, when it comes to, like, Afrocentrism, whatever you call it, like, all that stuff, like, anything that's being extremist, like, even Satanist. Like, if you want to be a Satanist, whatever, but if you have to be an extremist, it's like, why are you doing the most? You're making people uncomfortable at this point. Like, if you're just doing you, do you. But when you start making everyone uncomfortable because you're doing you, that's when I'm just like. So, like, even for example, the people who stand outside of raves, because I've been to a few raves, they stand outside of raves and you wear nothing to raves. Like, I'm a Christian, I go to raves, I wear nothing to raves. Bitch, I wear nothing everywhere. Like, I wear crop tops, booty shorts, what, period. So the Christians, I'm Christian, don't forget, the Christians are out there talking about, like, oh, the Lord this, the Lord that. They handing out Bibles, doing all this stuff, and like, I don't disagree with that, but once you come to a event where you know people are going to be smoking, where you know people are going to be drinking, where you know people are going to be dressed with little to no clothes, and you're saying stuff about like what God does and doesn't approve of and all that stuff, you're being judgmental. You're not being helpful. You're not leading anyone to Christ. You're making people be like, these damn Christians. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like you shouldn't speak up for what you believe in, but just being an extremist, I always just felt like it was ridiculous. Like, I like when me and my church, for example, there was a time where we went to the mall and passed out gift cards, and just talking about like our church, like, oh, we're from the church, we just want to bless you guys today with these gift cards, da da da. I can respect that. Now, if we were going up to people at the mall being like, oh, you're gonna buy this, that's secular, da 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 da, like that would be us being extremists, and it's ridiculous. But anyway, I was talking about extremists, and he just got so mad because I was like saying like even people who are Afrocentric extremists, where like if you're dating a white man, they'll try to call you out or whatever, and he's like, well, I have friends that wear dashikis and da 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 da, and I was like, that's fine, like that's fine. I'm just saying extremist behavior is ridiculous because it's not productive. That was my whole point. And he just got so upset, like, I don't want to talk about this, I don't want to talk about this, I have friends, and I'm just like, why are you so triggered by me? Like, why are you so triggered by me? And then anytime there was arguments or fights, he would use always statements. Like, you always this, you always have an attitude, you're always mad, you're always so mean, I can never da 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 from you, I can never get this from you. That was the other thing, the whole thing. It was like I was supposed to be available on a silver platter at all times. And he had told me like that his past relationships, it was normal to have sex every single day for him. And I'm like, to each his own, but I'm a 60-day type of chick. Like, I can go a whole 60 days with nothing and be fine. So when it comes to that, compromising every 2 weeks or once a week is a real big deal. And also, like, you can't just walk in the room and be like, take your clothes off, I'm ready. Like, you gotta be on some like you gotta be on some like, you gotta sing a little song, you gotta do a little shimmy, a little 1-2 step. But he just tried to 1-2 walk into the room and be like, what's up? And like, that was the other thing too. I'm sorry, I'm almost done with my rant because I need to go get my mom from the airport. The last thing, so I would be like telling him like, this is a trigger, that's a trigger, like this used to be a trigger for me, or you know, I've been sexually assaulted, so certain things I don't really be liking, all that. And he was like, it sounds to me like you haven't healed yet. It sounds to me like, you know, pretty much that I'm projecting what someone else did to me onto him. He's like, I'm not the one who sexually assaulted you, I'm not the one who did that to you. And it was just like, I am mortified because you are my literal boyfriend, and like, your main job is to make me comfortable and happy. Like, why are you not focused on that? Like, why, when I'm telling you, hey, this action that you do triggers me and makes me uncomfortable from my past, why are you now telling me that's not your problem and that I need to heal? Like, oh, it sounds like you're not healed, it sounds like you're putting something that happened to you with another person onto me. Like, well, yeah, that's how experiences work. When something happens to you and you develop a trigger from something, when you go into the next relationship, you may have sensitivity about that topic. So of course I'm gonna go into this relationship and be a little less sexual, a little bit less whatever, because it's not my ultimate thing. It never really has been. Like, I've had my whole phases, if you want to call them that. I've had sex with people, like whatever, but I'm not this hypersexual, I need to have sex every day, every week. I'm not that person. So it was just a lot. It was just a lot, honestly. But anyway, I done ranted for way too long because it's 8:24. How far is the airport from here? Oh Lord, I thought it was closer than this. Okay, it's not that far, it's only 20 minutes. My mom lands at 9, and honestly, every flight I've ever had to Atlanta was early, so I need to go. I'm gonna take my iPad with me too. I'm such an iPad hoe. I saw this video today. This boy, shout out Joshua. I don't know if Joshua watches my videos, but I'm gonna send this one to him. He posted this video that had me rolling. It said, why do you live with your parents still? And it was Squidward. And he said, because I'm all out of money. And I just felt that. I ain't got no dollars. That's why I'm moving with my mama. Period. It feels so good to like be back on the camera. Y'all, I've been out of the fucking loop for so long. My energy has not been right. And I feel so good. Like, God really came through. Because I was crying, I was praying, I was crying last night because I was so frustrated because I was just like, God, you're not talking to me. You're not texting me back. That's what I had told God, and God was like, girl, you're not listening. So I had listened last night. And I was hearing the Lord, okay? So I feel really good about that, honestly. I can't sit here and rant, Mariah. You gotta go. You have to go. All right. So it was not on my 2023 bingo card for Miss Doja Cat to be removed from my tip top, whatever, because I don't know what the fuck she got going on. I really don't. Like, literally, I don't even know why I'm mad at Doja Cat. Honestly, I don't. I just know I seen a few tweets that I was just like, I can't interpret this, and I feel like you calling us stupid.
Go past the site. Then use the
Now,
left
saying I
lane to
couldn't
take a
interpret
slight
it, but then
left
she
turn
called
to
me
merge
stupid.
onto I.
Would you shut your mouth? No, not me saying that I couldn't interpret it, but then also that she was calling
Stay
stupid.
in the right.
Girl. No, but yeah, like, I just feel like Doja Cat, she was basically saying something along the lines of, I could shit in the bag and y'all still gonna fuck with it. That's what it was giving. That's not literally what she said at all, but like the tweet that I read, the energy that was coming up off the tweet was giving me like, oh, you feel like you've made it to a point where you can just give us anything and you can be mean to your fans on the low key and we're just gonna support it. And then also, like, I'm not saying, shit, y'all might hate me for this one. I don't know if I should say this out loud. Listen to me. No, I'm talking to black girls real quick. I'm sorry, I got non-black friends and I know y'all watch me. Shout out to y'all. But black girls, as a black woman, if you prefer anything outside of black men, and it's the and, it's not just this one factor. You can prefer something outside of black men, because bitch, I know I did for a long period of time until I got to Atlanta and saw how fine these niggas really are, and that they ain't all toxic, like, you know, light skin wash. They're not all like that. So anyways, I just have my preference prior to getting to Atlanta, because these men here, they are fine and they'll spend some dollars and they like dark skinned black girls, and period. But anyways, I'm not saying they don't like dark skinned black girls at all in California, but I just feel like it was a lot more scarce and these niggas were not stepping with their full chest. But anyways, like I was saying about Doja Cat's ass, I personally feel like if you as a black woman prefer non-black men and you be doing weird sketchy shit like praising white people on the low key, something ain't looking right. Something ain't looking right, because I don't know if like the messages were real or the tweets and stuff, because you really never know what's going on anymore. Like, truly, you really never know. You never know what's real, what's fake, what's whatever. But I know I had seen some tweets where Doja Cat was kind of not really saying nice things about black men, and that's what I mean, like, with the whole red flag. Like, that's where the red flag comes in. You don't have to like black men. You don't have to enjoy them. You don't
Stay
have
in
to,
the third.
you don't have to prefer them. You really don't. But you don't have to talk shit about them either. Like, same thing with black women, you know? Like, I don't like these whole, oh, I like white women because black women just da 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 da. Like, now wait, but now why am I in it? Now why am I in it? Why am I in it? Why did I get in this when I ain't did shit to nobody? And you like Sally Sue and everybody, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, but why the hell am I
Stay in the second lane from right.
Why am I in it? But yeah, I don't know. I love Doja Cat. Past tense, loved Doja Cat. And I really enjoyed her performance and everything, but I think I might
Use the right lane to take exit 57 onto I-85 South. and I-75 south toward Montgomery.
Wait.
Then keep right to merge onto I-85 south toward Montgomery.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm finally off the Doja Cat bandwagon, unfortunately, because I had a great time. Like, she was giving me everything I needed at Coachella.
Use the right lane to keep right to merge onto I-85 south.
Coachella. Yeah, no, she gave me everything I needed at Coachella, and it was a great time and everything like that. But I don't think I am any longer a huge fan of Doja Cat. But like, also, is it really that big of a deal? I don't know. Because sometimes I'm just like, we don't know these celebrities. We really don't. Like, some of my favorites that are still currently favorites, like Beyonce, we don't know what the fuck Beyonce doing. We don't know what Beyonce doing. Well, we kind of do. She on tour right now with her child. Looking good too. Looking good. I love Beyonce. But I'm just saying, we don't really know what any celebrity is really doing. So to put so much harsh judgment on one and not the others, when we really can't fucking fact check shit, I don't know.
In 3.4 miles, take exit 242 on the right onto I-85 south.
It just be making me feel some type of way. All right, y'all. The sun done moved. Y'all can't see a thing but a shadow. I see y'all. I'm about to get my ass ran over at the gas station, y'all. Anyway, so my mama just texted me that she's here. I was at the I was about to say at the gas station. I was at the airport, but then my ass didn't have no gas in my car, and I was like, I might need to get some gas just in case I need to take a few laps around. But while the gas pumps, I was coming in here to grab a snack, but I'm not really that hungry for a snack. I want like a smoothie or, you know, something that I can really eat on. Let me ask my mom, you want some chips or something? She need to text back fast. Come on, lady. Oh, my message didn't even send. Okay, let me see. What do I want? If I want something or another. Shout out, grandma. My grandma be saying that. Okay, let me see. What should I get, y'all? I just need something quick and something, you know. Well, this is not what I need. Of course, I want the hot chips, but I don't have no business eating hot chips in the morning like this. I don't know why I said that. I always eat hot chips in the morning. What do I want, you guys? My stomach is growling. I just wanted to put something in there. My mom didn't text me back, so I need to hurry up and get back to the airport. Alright, y'all, let's just go. Because I don't want her waiting. I really don't want her waiting. Alright, let's get it, 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 let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Don't run me over. Don't run me over. Look at you. He ain't even paying attention, child. Oh, Lord. I need to get my ass back in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get out my car. All done? All done. 40 smackaroos. Not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. We in California, you feel me? Texas better not be on no bullshit with the gas. I'll tell you that right now. Because the minimum wage is the same. So that means the gas need to be the same. Why is it beeping? Because I'm doing my money dance. I think that there are men in this world who are jealous of women. They don't like the perks of what women get. They get mad at it. It's very interesting. It's kind of like penis envy. You know how they have that whole phenomenon? Come on, Mariah. Psychological, you know, whatever they were talking about. Well, yeah, I think men be having that for women when we can do stuff. Now, I told my mom she took too long to reply, so she doesn't get a snack. That is so mean. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm coming back to get you.
Starting route to domestic
I'm gonna
terminal.
come get you, and then you can have whatever
Proceed
snack
to
you want.
Airport Drive, then
shit.
turn left.
I forgot about the music. No, I was saying, I told my mom she can't have no snack because she took too long to reply, but I was like, well, you know what? If she want a snack after, she can get a snack. We're gonna take her to get a damn snack, period. Hey y'all, so I'm back home now. My mom is here. I am trying to get the rest of this room together because I still have to take all of this stuff to donation, and then the TV, that black bag, and all of this stuff is like what might be staying, like what's coming to Texas. But I'm just not really having a great time at this exact moment because I just feel like there's just so much. I just got a text for a job interview. I don't even know what the damn job is. I don't apply to so many jobs. I have no idea what's going on everywhere. Mama, you said you want some smoothies? Say hi to the vlog.
Hello, vlog.
What you gonna get?
Oh, I don't know. A gummy bear. I don't know.
She said a gummy bear. Like, what is she talking about?
I don't know. They don't have a gummy bear?
They do. What's the one? That's at not Juice It Up. What's that one?
Jamba Juice?
This job interview said they said we can take a 15-minute test today this morning. Okay, cool, great. I said I'm available. They talking about wait 30 minutes.
Don't tell us what to do. We ain't on our phones.
Like, I'm ready to cuss them out. Because why would you say be available now and then you're talking about 30 minutes? That's not now.
Okay, why do I have all of this right
Let me finish loading up this car. I'll be back. All right, y'all. We on the phone with it because I forgot my camera at the crib. Me and my mama here. We're at the tag office trying to pick up my tags before I head out.
A097 at window number 4.
I'm next. But yeah, so we're trying to get on the road sooner than later, it seems.
Yeah, once we get back to the house, everything's everything. We're gonna go on and leave today. I don't see any reason to stay here. I'm gonna give my cousin a little hug, and we out.
Period. That's pretty much that. I'm just trying to get to the next place so I can decompress and breathe. There's too much going on. Like, that's how I feel. But I'll catch y'all when all this is done. Y'all, we made it out. Anything when it comes to the car and the government, I'd be stressed out, okay? I don't like doing it. I don't want to go up in there. I don't want no interactions with nobody. I just be wanting it to be smooth sailing, 1-2 step, shake it to the left, shake it to the right, okay? That's it. Mama, what you on? What you on? Why you stare to the camera like that? Why you stare to the camera like that?
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go too. Is this the exit? I feel like we ain't supposed to come in the same way we came. Yeah, right? Yeah. We need to do some research. We want to know the origin story. Can we leave out this way? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It just didn't seem like... Oh, I'm a vlogger. But yeah, I really didn't know. I really felt like that was not the exit because when do you come in and then just squeeze out the side? Like, that was weird. But anyway, I feel way lighter. Now that I got my little paperwork.
You could tell because it's all the same. Floor's the same inside and out.
She is still investigating. You guys, you can tell that this building used to be like outdoors or something, and then they built in a little enclosure. Me and my mama was investigating. She hasn't really spent too much time here in Georgia. Isn't that right, Mom?
No, I haven't.
Isn't that right, Mother?
All right, let's hurry up.
So we can make it. Come on.
Come on, come on. It's too hot to run. I'm sorry.
It is a little toasty. It's a little toasty roasty.
It's about 3,000 degrees.
She said, is your address still the same? I said, Girl, I'm moving today. What am I talking about? I'm lying. I am lying.
No. It is. It's the same right now.
Period. And that ain't even the address though. That's not the address I took you to.
So you is big fat
Liar. 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 Period. It's giving. I told a little white lie and I got away with it. Mama, how many times have I lied to you? Mom, when I tell you I don't lie. I haven't lied to you. I was afraid of you. I was too afraid to lie. That's why. And then I never got good at it because I was afraid. So now I still can't lie. No, it sucks. I want to be able to lie. I do. What you said? Oh, to the folks. Yeah, but some folks can really lie, you guys. Like, it's not a thing for them. They just be lying. Every time I try to do it, caught. Why can't I be like everyone else? Not the chicken bones. Why they got chicken bones on the stairs? This is ghetto. This is ghetto. It stink. It don't smell delicious. Come on, mama. It's dangerous in here. Alright, y'all. So I am on my way back to the house. I left my mom at the house with my cousin because I was just feeling kind of emotional about, you know, leaving Georgia and stuff. So I had another load of stuff to take to Goodwill. So I was like, Mom, can I just go alone? And she was like, yes. So that's what I did. I just feel, you know, it's like, you guys will see on my channel if you've been here for a while, my excitement to come to Atlanta and like my whole experience coming to Atlanta. And honestly, it got shitted on from the start, just from the jump. And my best friend said the other day, and like I know she didn't mean any harm by it, but it's just been kind of sticking out to me. She was just like, nothing good has happened with you going to
Use
Atlanta.
the right lane.
She was saying that nothing good has come out of me coming to Atlanta, and I just feel like you know, that's a harsh statement to say. And I know she didn't mean, like, if you see this girl, I know you didn't mean, like, trying to hurt my feelings or anything like that. But, you know, I'm sure that if my own best friend is saying that, I'm sure, like, a whole bunch of people are sitting somewhere saying whatever, you know.
Take the exit,
and
then turn right onto...
yeah, I'm sure, like, there's plenty of people somewhere sitting there saying whatever. And I don't know. It just feels very hard.
At the next light, turn right.
Like, I feel like I'm proud of myself, honestly, when I really do think about it. When I really think about it.
Use the right lane to turn right.
I'm actually very proud of myself because there's so many people I know that after high school, they didn't leave the city that we grew up in. And like, shout out to my best friend. She's one of the people that didn't leave. And I'm not saying anything about her negative, like, period. She has a great life. She literally has an amazing life. Like, shit, I wouldn't mind taking a few days in her shoes, okay? But yeah, like, there's so many people I know that haven't left home. There's so many people I know that, or let me not say so many, but there's a few girls I know that are in toxic relationships that they've been in since high school. There's so many people I know that are unfulfilled and stayed home. And I'm proud of myself for knowing that I was willing to seek something. I was willing to go somewhere, you know what I mean? I was willing to go out into the world and do my own thing, find my own way. And I'm 24, you know, with no kids. Amen. Bless the Lord. So I still have so much time. I still have so much flexibility. I still have so much that I can do. I have a fucking degree, bitch. Like, don't ever sit here and play with me like I just been fucking around from 18 to 24. Bitch, I have a whole degree. I have a degree. I have a business. I have hella experience for a resume. Like, I'm doing amazing. And I think that, you know, at first when I started this clip and when I started this day, I didn't really know how to feel. And I think that having the ability to take a lap, you know, a pause lap, a rest lap, a walk lap, and be able to call my family and being able to go home, I think that there's a beauty in that, you know? There's a beauty in everything. And you just have to find it. You just have to fucking find it sometimes. And it can be hard, you know? Like, I've been praying and praying and praying and listening to sermons and listening to music and listening to as much as I can positive and just really looking for answers and stuff like that. And like, I saw a post the other day that said, y'all worried about going somewhere and finding yourself, y'all need to be looking for God. And that's big
In
facts.
1.2 miles, turn left onto North Avenue Northwest.
That's big facts, because they were like basically saying once you find God, you will find yourself. And I see that, you know, when I do see God and when I am actually doing what I'm supposed to do when it comes to being a Christian, when it comes to being a child of the living God, that's when my life is doing well. That's when God blesses me. That's when I have consistent positive things happening. And as soon as my eye slips from that goalpost of God being the goal and God being the, you know, the thing, that's when shit gets rocky for me. I've noticed that. And I think that at this point, like I've said it, and I felt like earlier in this year in my birthday video, I was talking about how I'm 24 and how I feel like this year I had drew a picture and it said a 2 on it, and then it had puzzle pieces. Or no, it had a 2 on it, and then I think I had the word 4, or I'm trying to remember, what did I write? But either way, it said 24. And my thing was just like, I feel like I have all of the puzzle pieces that I need now to succeed and do well in life. And I guess realistically, in the reality is that I've always had all the puzzle pieces that I've needed. I didn't need a person, I didn't need an experience, I didn't need a situation. I've always had God and I've always had family, so I've always had everything I needed. I just didn't realize it. But I feel like even now, with everything that has happened, with the breakup, with the move, with the abrupt move, because y'all thought my move to Atlanta was just like boom, what the fuck, she's in Atlanta. Girl, my trip to Texas is even worse or crazier, because I really didn't expect it. But even with all of this stuff, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I've never been more prepared for life than I am now. After all that, that's how I feel now, that I've never been more prepared for life than I am right now. And I have to thank God for the experience that I have been blessed with in Atlanta, and I need to thank God for the ability to relocate so easily, because some people may come across a situation or situations or things where they want to relocate and they literally cannot do it. Like, their mom couldn't afford a flight to hop on a flight to Texas and from Texas to Atlanta and come get them, or they
At the
don't,
next light, turn left.
or maybe they don't have a mom. Like, I know people who don't have a mom or whose mom have already passed away, and I'm so sorry about that. Honestly, that shit eats me up, because I don't know what I would do. But like, you know, I just feel like there's so much beauty in this whole situation, and
At the light, turn left.
so much beauty in the whole situation. And I'm not saying that I wasn't you know, taking the situation for the beauty that it was the whole time, but I won't say I was.
3/4 of a mile.
I don't feel like I've been taking the situation for the beauty that it is this whole time. But you know, I think that even just coming to this revelation now, before I even get to Texas, is a beauty within itself. And I even get an opportunity to spend time with my grandmother. My grandmother lives in Texas with my mom, if y'all didn't know. And I had talked to my cousin or somebody the other day, and like, I was just saying about how, you know, when it comes to our grandparents, it's so slippery right now, because it's like we're in between this stage of like, we love our grandparents to pieces, and we don't really know like how to continue the relationship now that we're older, because it's that fear of like, they're not going to be here forever, and I don't know how long I have, and the anxiety and stuff. But I just think that there's a beauty in that too, you know what I mean? Like, that I get to go spend time with my grandma. All right, y'all, so here's the room. It's empty. It's literally echoing empty. Everything is gone. Everything that's coming is gone, at least. My friend is gonna come by the chairs. She's gonna pick these up, and she's gonna pick up the air purifier. And then my cousin, who I was renting the room from, she told me I could leave the bed frame. So that is everything. The room is done. She's also gonna keep the vacuum. I didn't even ask about these hangers. Surprise. I don't know, period. I just didn't, I don't know. But I'm getting ready to take off. Got a 12-hour drive ahead, and I'm in just like up and down moods, so we'll see how this goes. pause you. What's up, y'all? So we're on the road. We got 8 hours still, but we on the road. Mom, how you feeling?
I'm alright or whatever. I'll be glad when this traffic dies down a little bit, but other than that, good.
Yeah, when there's less cars, that's gonna be better. I have accumulated a headache. I'm trying to get it to move to the side, but I'm just here getting ready for my turn to drive. Not like it's anytime soon, huh? I guess we just switched, kind of. Maybe like an hour ago. What'd you say?
Yeah, maybe about an hour or so ago.
Me and my mom are splitting this drive up, y'all. I feel like the bags under my eyes are beginning to form. Maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know. I just feel like I'm tired. My head hurts. But we're on the way, y'all. On the way. Y'all gonna see my new space. And you're gonna watch what's coming next. This is literally Riah's Rocky Road because I'm literally taking my life one day at a time. That's the vibe we're on right now. One day at a time. I was trying to eat the whole sandwich in one bite. I gotta eat one bite at a time. So that's what we're on. But in other news, what y'all doing? What y'all got going on? Leave me a comment. Another stop. Say hi, mama.
Hey.
What's up, though? We're at a gas station. Mama needed coffee. Not me, literally mama. My mama. She needed her some coffee. So we got some coffee. We're about to get back on the road shortly. We're just using the restroom too and getting some more gas so we don't have to stop later. Whew. There she is. Let's get it. Let's go, mother. Let's go. Say let's go. Let's go. We're in Louisiana. We're headed out of here. I'm driving the boat. Let's get it, y'all. I ain't got no chapstick on. I don't even know where my chapstick is. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Okay. Lock the door. Lock the door. All right. Say bye, mama.
Bye, mama.
We got another stop, y'all. We in the bathroom. I think we're in Louisiana, but I'm not sure. But look at the little... I'm talking to the vlog. My mom said all the toilets are nasty, but I might as well go since we're here. I'm gonna use the one she said it's the cleanest one they got. But we're almost there, y'all. Alright, y'all, so our kitties. Hello, kitties. One more over there. Home sweet home, everybody. Home sweet home. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, double tap, triple tap, everything. Period. Love you all. See you never. Bye.